There are a lot of Goku action figures. From companies like SH Figuarts, Beast Deities, SH Figuarts, Black Hole Toys, SH Figuarts, Bandai, and SH Figuarts, there's so many options. But even with all those options, I still believe that Demoniacal Fit just made the best base Goku figure to date. How good is it? Let's find out. Hello, what's going on folks? Kinda Collecting here. Welcome back to the channel. Now if this is your first video, again, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. And real quick, if you learn, laugh, or like anything you see in this video, go on and subscribe to the channel. I'm not gonna bug y'all too much about that, but it does help me out. Like a lot. So Demoniacal Fit dropped their Martialist Forever in late 2023, and at the time, this page was under construction, so I'm reviewing it now. Now overall, I do think this is the best base Goku to date, but no figure's perfect. There's a few choices here that leave room for debate, so let's explore some of those choices. Now when it comes to accuracy, there's been so many different iterations and animators who've illustrated Kakarot over the years, but I think the easiest and the most consistent comparison I could find for this figure is his fighter's model. And when you compare it to the game, it looks absolutely amazing. The gi is vibrant but not too saturated. The folds and ripples throughout the clothing are all sculpted to perfection. And the muscle definition give me that old school DBZ vibe. Like, if you ask me to describe Goku, this is the image that comes to mind. A big, strong, muscular dude. Standing still, the figure looks like it was pulled straight off the final scene of the Z intro and placed directly into my hand. Now don't get me wrong, the figure's build is great, but it's not perfect. And the reason I say that is because, at least for me, I think the shoulders may be a little too wide, the arms might be a little too short, and either his neck is a little too thick or his head is a tad too small. But those gripes are super minor on an otherwise amazing figure. Now when it comes to articulation, Martialist Forever can hold all the poses, and it balances more beautifully than a ballerina. But it has its limitations. Now the biggest selling point of Demoniacal Fit's Kakarot in comparison to every other Goku is that it's the first base Goku that comes in the style of SH Figuarts 3.0 body mode. A mode that so far has only been used on the superhero Gohan, Orange Piccolo, and Future Trunks, and GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. And although those modes provide more articulation, it also has one big flaw. Playing around with the figure initially, I thought the butterfly joints were trash. But as I explored the figure some more, I found that not to be true. And it was just me being scared to extend the arms out of fear of breaking it. Like that. Thankfully, the shoulder pops right back in, and it helped me discover how the arm actually works. See, the best way to maneuver the arms is by swiveling the gi forward and then rotating the sleeve, which is on a ball joint inside of the gi, and boom, Goku can darn near fold his arms without any extra accessories. But one flaw that there's no workaround for are the legs. See, the 3.0 body doesn't allow the figure to kick his leg back, like at all. And the extension forward is not as functional as some of the Figuarts 2.0 bodies. Now some of these problems are due to just character design. I don't know for sure, but I'd imagine it's easier to put more articulation into a figure with a skin tight outfit rather than a figure with baggier clothes. Unless you're doing cloth goods. So now that we talked about the articulation the figure does not possess, let's discuss all the articulation that it does. Because present or not, lacking, or fully realized, none of those points matter if we can't get Goku into the poses he needs to be in. So let's see how easy it is to get Goku into some poses from Fighter Z. Fighters? Fighters. as you can see, there aren't too many poses that the son of Bardock can't do, and in more skilled hands, I know those poses can be even better. For accessories, Goku comes with 2 fist stands for the why yai yada, 2 karate hands for that awkward fighting stance, 2 little grabby grabbers to form the Kamehameha, 2 bigger grabby grabbers to finish the blast, 2 Adam Cole Bebes for instant transmission, and 1 look at me thumbs up hand. Goku also comes with 5 faceplates that look like they were ripped straight off the panels. A stern face for when business is about to pick up, a confident face for when him and his opponent can't stop hyping each other up, a grit teeth face for when he hears Gohan calling Piccolo father, and of course, you can't have a Dragon Ball character if they're not yelling. Now each one of these faces have an amazing amount of detail. The eyes pop, the eyebrows are actually sculpted on, and each faceplate is given more expression with little lines that look hand-drawn onto the figure. The figure also comes with a stand, but I, for the life of me, can't figure out how to take the plugs out to put the base in. So, there you have it. For size comparisons, oh, we are about to get so freaky. For starters, we've got 2 other base Gokus with the Dragon Ball Super Son Goku from SH Figuarts and the Bandai Figurized Son Goku 2.0. And Demoniacal fit blows these 2 out of the water. Now, the Figuarts one has a great frame and it matches the less muscular design from Super, but I prefer DF's height and build. And I was in love with the Figurized. I mean, I kind of have an emotional attachment to him since he was the first model kit I put together as an adult. And as a standalone piece, it's a great figure too, but his proportions are too big and it makes it hard for me to pair him up with anything else in my collection. Next up, we have the Figuarts Legendary Super Saiyan Goku and Black Hole Toys Ultra Instinct Goku. So his first Super Saiyan form and his last Super Saiyan form, from the anime at least. And these 3 are the best representation of these stages of Goku. Full Power Goku is a big, strong, chunky beast. And Black Hole Goku has its flaws, but for the price, I'll take it over the Figuarts counterpart any day. Now let's get a couple more Saiyans in here. On the left we have the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegeta with the Tantanart Toys base Vegeta head sculpt. And on the right we have the Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Broly. And this Vegeta figure is great. Honestly, I think the proportions on him are perfect. I know Beast Deities are releasing a 3.0 body for him, but in my opinion, this build works just fine and it scales perfectly with this Goku. And this Broly is a tank. He's as large as he should be. And as soon as a third-party company releases a DBZ Legendary Broly in the same scale, I'll be buying 3. Now let's get some villains in here. On the left is Figurized Cell, and on the right we have SH Figuarts Frieza. And both of these are perfect height in my opinion. Goku should be about shoulder height to Cell, and Frieza should be about shoulder height to Goku. Now, Cell's body might be about 15% too large, but I don't mind it, especially when compared to any other perfect Cell on the market, including Figuarts. And after the Full Power Frieza and Mecha Frieza are released, I think Figuarts can put a bow on Frieza figures for a while, cause they nailed it with this one too. Switching away from the Dragon Ball universe, here's a fighting game crossover we never knew we needed. Marvel vs. Capcom vs. DBZ. Definitely wouldn't be a fair fight, but here's the Jada Toys Ryu and a throwback Revoltech Magneto with a custom cape, who I just found out how to stand 2 days ago. Now, I like the scale between the 2 of them, but I like it even better if they were closer to the scale as Goku. But the 3.0 body does make it look like he belongs. Since these 2 are always trying to figure out who's the strongest, let's see how the Marvel Legends Thor and the Marvel Select Hulk match up with this Goku. Now, Thor I don't mind being a little bit taller, or just taller in general, than Goku, since he is a god, and Goku faces enemies taller and wider and bigger than him all the time. And this to me is the best scale for a Hulk. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the art his face sculpt was modeled after. I prefer more of a Marvel vs. Capcom render, but the size itself is incredible. And last but not least, we got Team Boy Scout, everybody who wants to do good. So we have the Marvel Legends Captain America and the Mafex Hush Superman. And let's be real, Cap, you can go. Make room for the real stars here. These two scale great together. Again, I don't mind Superman being a little bit taller because it's not that substantial. And after all, he is an alien just like any other Goku foe. And these two are much closer in size than any other Goku figure. And shout out to Death Battle for the amazing take on Supes vs. Goku. I encourage everyone to check out that masterpiece. So it's safe to say, after countless attempts and numerous versions of this iconic hero, Demoniacal Fit has made the quintessential base Goku action figure. The best scale, the most detail, and the best articulation to date. Even with its flaws, when you stack it up to the competition, there's no question who the winner is. So if you're a fan of Goku and you get a chance to pick this guy up, don't hesitate. I picked mine up from 5K Toys, but it's also available on AliExpress. And they were both still in stock at the time of this recording. Thank you guys for watching, enjoy the shots at the end, and until next time, protect your peace, don't read the comments, and remember, we're all kind of collecting something.